Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with LikquidCash.
Self-confidence. When I was coming up, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the shyest person in history. I haven't met nobody in the world shyer than me. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Some of the things that I used to do when I was younger, that I did when I was shy, y'all wouldn't even believe. Now you see all of this confidence that I vibrate out of my body, you know, from when I speak, or just my aura. That's a lot of confidence, right? You see that, you respect that, you honor that, you admire that, right? But that wasn't me when I was a kid growing up. I was very shy, very self-conscious, and definitely wasn't self-aware and didn't have no confidence in myself. But at some point, moving to New York City, and this was for a long time too. It ain't like it switched overnight, or it took time. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was shy and didn't have no confidence for a long time when I was coming up in high school. You dig? When it came to hollering at women or being around women, I was very timid and shy. And you wouldn't, like I said again, you wouldn't be able to tell because I move with so much confidence now. But that took time. It took a lot of, like I said, rejection. I had to go through the process of going up to women and speaking to them, and they telling me they can't understand my accent. I had to go up to women and you know, try to holler at them, and they telling me I look weird because how I'm dressed. You know, because my fashion was so behind coming from the Bahamas and going to New York City. We fashionably late. We behind when it comes to the dress code in the Bahamas. So moving to New York, women was, you know, definitely not, you know, really jumping on my swag. My swag wasn't up to par. The way I was dressing, colors that I was wearing, I wasn't in fashion. I wasn't in tune. I wasn't up with the trend. You dig? And when I would speak, they didn't understand my accent. And this was the time when if you was an immigrant, it wasn't being praised. It wasn't looking at you as exotic. You wasn't considered to be exotic when you was coming up in my day and you had an accent. Nah, they was looking at you was like fresh off the boat. That's how they was looking at me. Like, you fresh off the boat. This nigga can't even speak English. So I was dealing with all of that, you know, and I still had to go and shoot my shot regardless, because you dig, even though I got rejected, it didn't stop me from always shooting my shot. And I had to understand, okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta learn the law of the land. I gotta learn how they speak. I gotta learn the dialect. I gotta learn the swag. I gotta learn the culture. You dig? I gotta learn the culture because this is where I'm at now. I can't be here and live here and don't know the culture. So once I understood the culture, I picked up on certain slangs. I figured out how they talking. I remember one time my homeboy would come to me. This is how green I was when I was coming up in New York City when I moved fresh from the Bahamas. One of my homeboy came up to me and he said, man, my son just got shot. And in my mind, I'm like, what you mean your son just got shot? He like, yeah, my son just got shot. I'm thinking in my head, I ain't saying this out loud. I'm thinking in my head, I'm about 17. He don't look no more than 18. So what do you mean his son got shot? Like, how old could his son be? Niggas is out here killing babies? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm like, is niggas really killing babies? And I didn't know this nigga had a kid. He's about 18 years old. But that's how green I was. I didn't know when he said son, he was talking about his homeboy. You feel me? He was talking about another dude in our age group. But because of the dialect and the slang and the way they talk, I didn't know son mean my homie, my man's, my bro. But that's how green I was, man. Yeah, that's how green I was. Like I told you, I got F's on my report card. You think I came out the womb like this, nigga? Nah, it took time and took effort. So yeah, I said it to myself, and I figured out later. He was talking about his homeboy. He wasn't talking about his actual son. I really thought in my mind he was meaning, or he was talking about his actual kid got shot. That's how green I was, man. Yeah. I was greener than a cucumber. I was greener than a Caesar salad. You feel me? Yeah, with the croutons in it. I was that green, man, but eventually I had to learn. Eventually I had to figure it all out. I had to learn the law of the land. I had to learn the slangs. And that's where I got in love with hip hop, and I started listening to hip hop music more because they would have all the slangs in the music. So I would, you know, pick up on the slang through the music. And now when I'm hearing my homeboys talk, I'm hearing the slang that I heard in the music and the way they speak. And then I started to learn the law of the land. I started to learn how to use my vocabularies in the right way. And I picked up certain things that I liked, that I thought was cool, and I utilize it to this day. You dig? Yeah, this shit, like I said, it don't happen overnight. You gotta trust the journey. You gotta fall in love with the journey, because success is a journey, not a destination. You see success now, but you don't know the journey. So this is why I'm giving you the game, so you can see all the things I had to go through in order to build my self-confidence. I couldn't let them know that I was greener than a pool stick or greener than a pool table. Nah, I couldn't let them know I was greener than a pool table, man. Even though some of them could see it on me, just the way I dress and the way I talk. And eventually, once I learned how to use the vocabulary the right way, learn how to say the slangs and put it in a sentence, then I was able to approach women with more confidence, because I knew how to put my words together. I knew how to put my words together. And once I learned how to put my words together, you know, I started to see women being more receptive to me, being more, they would have more conversations with me, you dig? They would converse with me a little bit more. They would stop and see what I had to say. Speaking to a female for a certain amount of time, hey man, I can get a woman to do whatever I want her to do, man. You feel me? Because I know what to say now. I know what to say. It is what it is. I can talk, I can sell water to a well. I can sell fire to hell. I can just, you dig? That's just what it is. I can sell game to me. Because that's just how it is. It flowed through me now. It's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. I can sell myself a lie and still believe it. That's how good I am with my words. I don't think y'all really hear me, man. I could sell myself a lie and still believe it. That's how good I am with my words, man. You feel me? Yeah. And that came over time. Just speaking and talking to different people and hearing different rejections and finding out different rebuttals on how to, counteract what they trying to, reject me from having. I'm trying to have you. Come on, but listen, ma. I'm trying to have you, so I already know what to say in order to have you. I know what you're gonna say. I know whatever. I know all the rejection lines, the favorite party lines that people say when they want to reject you, but I have the right words in order to convince a young lady to, listen, man, I was a different kind of breed when I was coming up, man. I'd be all the way in Manhattan. I would convince a female to jump on the Iron Horse to take the A train all the way to Far Rockaway, Queens, to chill with a nigga she ain't never met in her life, that she just met 5-10 minutes ago, and she's taking an hour-and-a-half trip all the way to Queens with me from Manhattan. And at this particular time, you already know, I ain't had a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of, so it's just all off a game. It wasn't off of cars, it wasn't off of clothes, it was just all off of my game. She might be headed to college. She might be headed to work. She might be headed to her mom's crib. It don't matter where she's headed. If you give me 5 minutes of your time and you allow me to speak and you listen to me more than 5 minutes, I was able to convince you to stop or drop whatever you doing, take the Iron Horse, the A train, all the way to Far Rockaway, Queens, to go chill with me in my room and do a bunch of nothing. I mean, we wasn't doing nothing, but I'm just saying, you feel me? We wasn't watching TV. That's what I'm trying to say, you dig? Yeah, we wasn't watching TV. That's off of my charisma and self-confidence. But I had to go through that to get to this. It didn't happen overnight. I can teach a nigga how to really do what I do, easy. But you gotta book that consultation call, man. I ain't gonna just give you it all right here. I can't give it all right here. It's a case-by-case situation. Go on creatorsteadyhustler.com, book a consultation call. I'll give you the game. I'll give you some news you can use. Trust me, it ain't all the way through. You got it in you. You just need somebody to bring it out. And you can speed up that process if you get the game from a mentor, a person who can give you it like me. Been there, done that. I can tell you whatever you're gonna go through, I can give you the answers for every situation because I've already been through it all, man. And I'm still going through it. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I don't know it all. A wise man that thinks he knows everything knows nothing. So I ain't gonna never be one of those people that believe I know it all. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get more information. I'm always looking for more jewels, like I always tell y'all. So the more jewels I pick up, the more jewels I can give you. And I apply it before I even give it to you anyway. So when I speak from experience. I'm not speaking just because I got lips. I speak from experience. So you could be the shyest nigga in the planet right now. Just give me 30 days with you. Give me 30 days. I can ship you and whip you into shape. I can get your confidence all the way up to level 1,000. Yeah, we ain't gonna take it to level 10. We passing that. We not going to level 10. We going all the way to 1,000. I can take it all the way up there. Long as you listen. Now, you gotta be a nigga that know how to listen. If you don't know how to listen and you don't know how to apply, because it's academic and application, you gotta take the notes and you gotta apply it. You gotta be able to use this shit in real time. If you don't use it in real time, then you can't tell me I wasn't successful or I didn't give you the right game. No, you didn't apply it. So you have to apply the game I'll give you. That's important. You can't just ask for it, you gotta apply it. So yeah, man, if you wanna definitely get some news you can use, you know what you gotta do. CreateASteadyHustle.com. Check out the site. You definitely gonna see something you like. You dig? Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I know y'all enjoying the show, but I had to let y'all know I got a new product on the shelf and it's called Liquid Gold. Listen, man. If you want to refrain from going bald, get you that Liquid Gold natural hair oil. If you want better edge control, get you that Liquid Gold. If you want to know what I use in my hair every day to keep my hair moisturized and shining, not greasy, moisturized, soft, and shining, get you that Liquid Gold, man. Listen, man, LikquidCash.com. Shop with your boy. Don't block your boy. Support who's supporting you. I'm giving you some jewels you can use. At least you can do is go on the site and get something you like. All right? Cheers. But yeah, man.